Yes, good afternoon, class. Today we will start with the another numerical of root locus, that is to find the stability with the help of root locus technique. Yesterday we have seen one numerical on that. On similar way, today we will start with another numerical, that is sketch the root locus. See, sketch the root locus of unity feedback control system of unity feedback control system having transfer function having transfer function g of s equals to k divided by s, s plus 1, s plus 3. This is your transfer function. Yes? And determine the value of k and determine the value of k for marginal stability. For marginal stability. Yes, is question clear? All of you have written the question? Yes, please reply. Have you all written the questions? Yes. So, according to steps, I will be drawing the root locus. For that, what was my first step? To calculate the number of poles and then number of zeros. So, in this case, step 1, number of poles and zeros. Poles and zeros. So, in this transfer function, how many poles and zeros are there? So, number of poles, that is P. P equals to 1, 2, and 3. 3 poles. And how many zeros? They are 0 in this case. So what will be next step? Next step to calculate angle of number of asymptotes. Number of asymptotes. Number of asymptotes equals to P minus Z, that is 3 minus 0 equals to 3. Then angle of asymptote, next step. Angle of asymptote. Angle of asymptote theta, formula 2k plus 1 into pi divided by P minus Z. So k is varied from 0, 1 and 2. Why? Because I am having 3 asymptotes, therefore k should be varied from 0, 1 and 2. Yes, are you getting? So now tell me theta 1. Theta 1 equals to 2 into 0 plus 1 into pi divided by P minus Z. So tell me theta 1, and theta 2 equals to 2 into 1 plus 1 into pi divided by P minus Z. And theta 3 equals to 2 into 2 plus 1 into pi divided by P minus Z. So now tell me theta 1, theta 2 and theta 3. Yes? One point zero. How much it is? How that Gayatri it is coming 1.03? So 2 into 0, 2 pi divided by P minus Z, 3. 180 divided by 3. How much it is coming? 60 degree. Theta 1 equals to 60 degree. What calculation you are doing? 2 into 1, 2. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 pi by 3. Means pi. 3 pi by 3 means pi. 2 into 2, 4. 4 plus 1, 5 pi by 3. How much it is coming? 300. Yes, all of you have got this. Theta 1, theta 2 and theta 3. Have you all understood? Yes. So what is my next step? Calculate the centroid. Yes, anyone, please unmute yourself and tell the formula for calculation of centroid. How to calculate centroid? Yes? Anyone? How to calculate centroid? Sigma.
Summation pole minus summation of 0 divided by pole minus 0.
Yes, absolutely right. Summation of real part of pole minus summation of real part of 0 divided by p minus z, that is pole minus 0. So what is the summation of real part of pole? -1 -3, -1 -3, 0 तो काउंट नहीं कर रहे हम इसमें, माइनस 0 divided by p minus z means 3. So -4 by 3. So just tell me -4 by 3 how much it is coming in decimal points? -1 point. Yes, -1.33 I think. Centroid. So this is my centroid. Yes, all of you have got it. So this is centroid. So what is my next step? My next step is to calculate the breakaway points. The use of centroid is what? Centroid, why we are drawing centroid here? Why? Because your angle of asymptote will lie from centroid only. And why we are going for breakaway point? Breakaway point is that point from which your root locus starts. So we have to calculate the valid breakaway point and invalid breakaway point. Valid breakaway points are meant for the root locus region. So to calculate the breakaway point, next step, calculate calculate the breakaway point. Calculate breakaway point. So for calculating breakaway point, what is my formula? We have to take the characteristic equation. Characteristic equations CE equals to 1 plus G of S into H of S equals to 0. Yes. 1 plus, what is my G of S?
Yes, S plus 1 and S plus 3.
Yes. In question itself, they have given 1 plus K divided by S plus 1, S plus 3. It is unity feedback system. That's why H of S is 1 equals to 0. Now solve this characteristic equation. What I will be getting? S square plus S in bracket S plus 3 plus K equals to 0. Yes. S cube plus 3S square plus S square plus 3S plus K equals to 0. Yes. S cube plus 4S square plus 3S plus K equals to 0. So I will be finding the value of K. K equals to minus S cube plus 4S square plus 3S. Yes. So now what I have to do? I have to do the first derivative. of k with respect to s. So dk by ds. So how much it will be coming dk by ds? Dk by ds 3s square plus 8s plus 3. Then with that equation, we have to go for Raoult-Hurwitz criteria to find the value of k. Yes. Now do the derivative for this. I will be doing here. Okay. So dk by ds equals to 3s square plus 8 8s plus 3 equals to 0. So now calculate the value for yes. So how we will calculate the value for this? Make the roots of this in calci. Tell me the roots for this equation 3s square plus 8s plus 3. Yes. Yes, minus 0.4514 and minus 2.21. Yes. What are my root? S1 equals to minus 0.4514 and then minus 2.215 S2. So S1 and S2. Now I have to check whether these roots are valid breakaway point or invalid breakaway point. For that, I have to plot pole zero mapping. So in rough, I am doing this pole zero mapping. My first pole is at origin. My second pole is at -1. And then again pole is at -3. These are my pole zero mapping in S plane. This is j omega axis. This is x axis. This is j s plane. So I have to check whether these breakaway points are valid or invalid. For that, on -1, there is one pole on the right hand side, means this region is root locus region. And -3 and -1 region. Why? Because on my right hand side of -3, there are even number of pole. Hence it is non-root locus region. This portion is non-root locus region and this portion is root locus region. So whether my that roots are lying on root locus region or non-root locus region, I can say that it is valid or it is invalid. So check first breakaway point -0.45. -0.45. It is coming in root locus region. Hence, it is valid breakaway point. Now check second root, minus 2.215. Minus 2 point means it will be coming in non-root locus region. Hence, this is invalid breakaway point. Yes? Over? Taking the Routh-Hurwitz criteria. That is, I have to take the characteristic equation. This is my characteristic equation. Characteristic equation equals to s cube plus 4s square plus 3s plus k equals to 0. With the help of Routh-Hurwitz criteria, I will find the value of k. So s cube, s square, s1, s0. So s cube 1, 3, here nothing but 0. 4, k, here nothing but 0. 4 3s are 12. 12 minus k divided by 4. Yes? Taking S1 row. What it becomes S1 row? 12 minus k divided by 4 is greater than 0. Yes? 12 minus k is greater than 0. 12 is greater than k. So what is the range of k? Range of k equals to k is greater than 0, but it is less than 12. So k marginal value. K marginal equals to 12. Yes, all of you got that? K value. Yes, please see. Is it visible, clear? Yes, please see. Now what will be my next step? I have got the valid breakaway point on x-axis. Now my root locus will start from pole and it will end at 0. So it will start on x-axis and it will end at the y-axis. So at y-axis, where it will be getting touching to the imaginary axis, that coordinates I have to find. So on x-axis, it will go from minus 0.514. But on y-axis, where it should meet, for that I have to calculate the omega max value, that is omega marginal. Yes, are you getting? So for that omega max calculation, what I will be doing? I will take s to the power 2 row. Why? Because I am taking this row because from s to the power 1 row, I have calculated the value of k. Now to calculate the value of omega max, I have to take the auxiliary equation above the s1 row. So above s1 row, it is s square. Taking auxiliary equation, s square row becomes 4s square plus k equals to 0. Put the value 4s square plus k value we have calculated just now. Yes, now tell me the roots for this equation. S, so s will be s square equals to minus 12 by 4 means minus 3. S square equals to minus 3. Now calculate in terms of j, two values of j, taking under root of minus 3. Tell me the two values of j. Yes. Root 3 minus 1.73 plus minus 1.73 j, is it? Yes, tell me. Yes. S1, S2 equals to plus minus J 1.73. Yes. So this is the value of omega max. Omega max equals to 1.73 radian per second. So this was my calculation regarding root locus. Now actually I will draw the root locus plot, how it will be looking like. Yes. For that, take the graph page. Why? Because root locus is always drawn on the graph page only. So for that, divide your graph page into two parts. This is j omega axis. This is x axis. So plot the pole zero mapping. This is pole at 0. This is pole at -1 and one pole at -3. Yes. So what was my centroid? Yes, tell me. Centroid क्या था मेरा? Centroid
-1.33.
-1.33 means actually here something after -1. This is my centroid. Centroid -1.33. From centroid, I have to plot the angle of asymptotes. What was my first angle of asymptote? 60 degree. So keep the protector on your centroid, that is -1.33, and mark the 60-degree angle. So 60-degree angle, it will be coming like this. So name here theta 1 and write here 60 degree. What was my second theta 2? It is, I think, 180 degree. So 180 degree means this theta 2. So mark here 180 degree. What was my theta 3? Theta 3, I think 300. So 300 would be somewhere here. Theta 3. Mark here, that is 300 degree. Yes, are you getting? यहाँ तक सब में सबको समझ में आया कैसे प्लॉट कर रहे हैं? These root locus is always plotted on graph page only. Why? Because you are all not having graph page. That's why I am telling you to draw on white page only. Okay. But in exam, you have to ask the examiner for graph page and draw this root locus on graph page only, not on blank page. After that, Yes, mark your breakaway points. That is valid breakaway point minus 0.45 and invalid breakaway point minus 2.215. So root locus will lie on valid breakaway point. See, root locus will start from minus 0.45 and it will end at j omega x is where we have calculated omega max 1.734. Okay, on j axis here would be 1 and here something 1.73 plus 1.73 j and something here minus 1 and here minus 1.73 j. So root locus will start from 0.45 and it will end at here plus minus 0. Like this. So mark here values, that is k marginal value it is 12 and omega marginal value it is 1.73 j. Scale you have to write here. Scale 1 centimeter equals to how much unit on x axis and 1 centimeter equals to how much unit on y axis. Scale you have to mention here. So this is complete root locus. Have you all understood? Yes, tell me. Is it understood? The steps to calculate root locus and all, it will take minimum half an hour in your university paper to solve complete root locus problem. It will be coming for 13 marks. Yes? Have you understood? Yes. Okay. So we will practice many more numericals with zeros and then poles also. Here in this case, we have taken three poles and zero was zero. So in further coming numericals, we will take four poles and then one zeros and then these are my real poles, right? These were my real poles. We have to take the imaginary pole also. Means pole can be like that s plus 1 minus 2j, s plus 1 minus 4j, like this. These are all numericals we have solved for real poles or real zeros, say. But we have to draw the root locus or also see the problems related to imaginary poles, that is s plus 1 minus 4j, s plus 1 and 4j and all. Yes? So in coming class, we will be seeing more numericals related to root locus. Till then, you have to solve or see many numericals related with this root locus topic. The attendance link is provided in your chat box. Yes? Any doubt? Yes, you can ask now. If anybody is having any doubt, you can unmute yourself and ask the doubts. Yes, anyone? Yes. So for your homework, Yes, write down one numerical for your homework. So the question is same. Plot the root locus for the unity feedback system. Just write down the transfer function g of s equals to k divided by s plus 6, s plus 9. Calculate the value of k and plot the root locus for your homework. So in next class, we will be taking one typical numerical of root locus, that is of imaginary poles. Yes, imaginary poles. And it has been asked many times. Real poles and zeros, that type of numericals have also been asked, but also the imaginary poles, numerical, they are also been asked in your university examinations. Okay. So in further class, we will be seeing that in numericals. Till then, have a nice day. Stay at home. Stay safe. Thank you, class.